Welcome back to RuneScape Dragonwilds. We've got this structure here, which is definitely something. It's got layers, it's got a staircase, it's got darkness. But what we actually need is things inside of it. Like maybe a roof. We have some roof up here. Maybe just a roof on this part. And then this part over here can be like just outside at the top. Definitely gonna probably want some sort of railing here though, so we don't fall off the roof. That'd be a good thing to have. And what do we want to do about roofing for this part? Also, do we have any logs and stuff? We might need more stuff and stuff. So we have in our supply boxes over here. Our options really are. We have a bunch of rocks, for all that's worth. Here's some supplies. Got some ground stone. More ground stone. Gonna grind up some more stone. We don't really need to. Here's more planks. We're slow, so we can't jump up on top of this. Can maybe extend some staircase to be able to get up on top of this when we can't run. So we can do that. Build staircase. Rotate it a bit. This work? Perfect. Except these are the low-level staircases, so that doesn't look quite right. And kind of want it to be right up next to the chests. We got some options here. Move those. Pick up the logs that are too heavy for us to actually be holding right now, but you know, is what it is. Tier 2 stairs. And we will change the snapping mode here. No issue snapping. Can we just clip these into things? Is that an option? Control to go up and down. Yeah, there we go. That's something. A little bit higher than the chests. It is a little bit higher. I'm feeling maybe slightly lower than that. I don't think we can remove it. We can't really move it down. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, put it back down. We're very particular about things. But we have the ability to do so, so we're gonna do it. Okay. I'll end up with the chest here. I think it's just roughly level with the level part of it. And then we can switch to the other snapping mode. Snaps to that. Okay. That is a way to get up on top of the chest to get over to everywhere else when we actually need to. Perfect. Is it clipping through the bottom here? Maybe a little bit. It's dark under there though, so it's fine. Okay. Should probably grab some more logs and stuff and things. That's what we're doing. Want to get some more ash logs, turn into planks. Kind of just need more of the planks than anything, realistically. More here, more here. Got some sandstone too. Huh. Set this all up to make some more planks for us. Some more planks. 84 in here, make more planks. Anything in the grindstone? No. Yep, sandstone and stone. Don't have any more just regular walls we're gonna put up, so maybe we already basically have enough. Mill, these planks. Okay. That'll work. Okay. So we need to figure out roofing for this section. This is like the lower section, I suppose. And in here is the large area. I'm feeling we can do a larger window here. If we just remove these in some fashion. And possibly build smaller walls. We can do half walls. Still a bit more space than that, though. Snapping. Basic snapping. Yes, the half wall is it's right here, so it's actually a half wall. Not enough room for a large window here. Go back into smaller. A half wall with door frame. Half window frame. Double door frame. I have like a extra large window option. These are the regular size windows. I'm gonna put door, but it's a window. Okay. Let's go like this. And rotate around like this. That's doors where windows would be. Kinda. We can't just put windows in there. That's not gonna hook up to it. Unless. This requires some logs. What if we were to try the snapping here? No snapping at all. Is there space for two windows like this? In here, forward and back. I want more up and down, really. Windows don't like to just exist, I suppose. We try to be fancy. Like some kind of special custom windows. Thin beams. 45-degree thin beams. Horizontal beams. Just remove these parts entirely. Make this a big window of some description. We start with we have thick beams, short thick beams, thin beams, and short thin beams. Okay. I'm gonna start with like a vertical thin beam. These thick actual wall bits. Also no. Wall thickness is between thick beam and thin beam. That's something. Okay. What if we did vertical thin beam? Starting like kind of in the middle here, or at least trying to. Put one on top of there. Advanced snapping. Having a hard time. Still, for a thin beam, it's still relatively thick. Kinda. That's what you're going for. Let's go stand outside and get into actual construction mode here. Get an eye for what we're looking at here. Okay. Thin vertical beams. We got this like this. Hook to there. Hook the bottom to the top. There you go. Yep. We can cast this multiple times. That's okay. Thin horizontal beam. We have this big-ish window-ish here. Give it just multiple sizes. How's that looking? Windowy. I guess that it hooked into there. Then the vertical beam is slightly offset compared to it. I think we want to move the vertical beam. Let's even try to stay in on Oculus here a little bit more effectively. Pair mode. Delete these. Build mode. Vertical thin beam. With hooking it in. It's like in the middle, in the middle. You went down into it slightly because it's hooking to the bottom of that, so that should be good. That's not going to clip as much through the ceiling here. It's just the tiniest amount though. That's alright. So we have large window area. Go back into windows here. Make this happen. Just place this. Let's say specifically what the problem is. It's just not happy with its life. We don't really have a even thinner beams and pillars. Some roof, just roof away from us. That's not it. Anything in terms of decorations? All these decorations, we're definitely gonna put some in. That'd be nice. It's not like one continuous beam here either. It's definitely got some connections. That's something. Okay. Protection totem, train and dummy, archer targets. We could add in more beams to make the windows smaller. Like short, thin beams. That's what we're trying to do. We don't really have like glass or anything. Even the windows are just open. This system doesn't have any windows. Windows can go here though. They're happy when they just have the actual window spots to be in. They're just having a great time. Windows, windows everywhere. Got the big, we got little windows, and then big window. Over here, can have some windows. Okay. There we are. Doing some magic over there. Brilliant. It's just trying to be put into something. Advanced snapping. No snapping. Just not a window. That's right. Okay. So we do something about the upstairs here. This needs to have some kind of railing happening. What do we really have for options for that? Could have it be some kind of palisade bit. It's very thick though. It's gonna clip into the walls. Try to put it in specific ways. Very spiky cladding and or sticking through. I want to be able to still be able to see from the top, so that's not exactly what we're looking for. Want some short thin beams, short vertical beams with some snapping. Make something happen here. snaps in nicely. Just some kind of like not falling off the roof kind of idea. And then build thin horizontal beams. Go to advanced snapping. More options. Kinda. Up and down. There's not really a in-between part of the short beams here. Or is there? There's one there. It's trying to hook up to above the short thin beam. Then we have no snapping at all. There's a guy down there. Unstable. Yeah, I'd say it's not connected to the ground or the other beam here. There's some strange connection points here. It's trying to connect to the bottom at the top, offset by a whole beam. This is connected to there. Let's try again with another horizontal beam. Now it's connected in a more normal way. It's down in there, or up top. Advanced snapping. Just not giving us additional snapping points on the short, thin, vertical beams. How's it feel when it's up on top like this? We're gonna have to try it actually coming up here to see what it looks like. In theory, we should be able to just fall off, so that's at least something, right? It's kind of what we're going for. Here, here, and here. That's alright. What are we gonna do about this area, though? It needs a roof of some description. Go for a roof. Let's want a basic 45-degree roof. Auto mode, basic snapping. Is this the right kind of roof? Tier 2 roof. Tier 2 basic roof. Do a 30-degree roof. Goes up to there. It's not bad. A little bit taller somehow. See the side of the roof there? That's alright. And we need to build the 30-degree wall bits in here. 30-degree roof support. That. And that. We need like a half wall in there. Okay. Let's match with the other bits of wall here. There you go. Build. It's going to be tier 2 walls. Small walls. Maybe not that small. Medium wall. Yeah, not my bad. More medium wall on this side. Huh. Then we got the inside portion with the sloped roof. Way through over to here. Could put more of a wall here in the middle of this part. This is open to there. Maybe do big wall. Half part ceiling walls. Let's call it. A little bit claustrophobic in all the different walls in here. Keep the vertical up and down going through here. Not over here, though. Alright. How's it looking? Different sizes. Got the windows. It's inside. That is not right. That's not right. Build, half wall, snapping. Like that. Okay. That's in there. That's into there. That's into there, into there, into there, into there. That's not into there, though. Well, these are all this way. There's like X here, down there. Mess over here. It's the middle walls are the problem, because they can't be in and out on both sides. I'm trying to decide if we want to move the walls before we worry about more upper portions. It's alright. And this is a very high railing here. You can definitely slip under. But not in-game, of course. Overall, acceptable. I was going to say, we can't jump over this railing to get out either, but we also can't jump at all because we are wildly over-encumbered currently. That's alright. Okay. That's pretty good. So this up here is pretty much what we're looking for. Down in here. Corners, low corner over there. So we're down to this side. It's a regular wall. Corners, low corners, low corners. This isn't the corner, so it doesn't have to be low on this side. This wall here. If this wall here was two half walls, that would connect it better. Or something. Trying to replace the inner walls could be an issue. Let's see. This breaks everything. We're going to replace each wall one at a time here. That'd be the wise decision. That wall in that corner. And then this wall. Build this wall. Wall. Okay. Now that makes this wall here. This half wall's not quite right. Here we got this here. This one else I don't like. Build half walls to line up better. From here. Rotate 180. Half wall here. That connects all of that. It just goes to a window there. So here, these go here, these go here. Regular wall into there. About does it. Just some random crushed stone in the ceiling seam there. And over there too. Okay. We need to pick up all this extra bits here. We're going to need some stuff for making some light. Some torches. We need coarse animal fur for these torches. All lighting needs coarse fur. Okay. Let's go and grab some other materials for making decorations and stuff. Let's put the construction stuff in here. Pick up the stuff that's sitting around inside. That's random bits falling on the ground. Okay. Just pop them through the walls. Grab the wall stone. Looks like it. Go. Anything upstairs? Looking good. And let's see if we actually can't jump over this. Oh yeah. Our vertical's just not that impressive. So no way we're gonna be jumping over the wall. Okay. We can just walk through the window though. Do something with that. More materials there. There we go. Definitely more than just a box. That's what we're going for. Let's see. I want to build some decorations and stuff. We need other things here too. Course bits. Tables and stuff is just planks. We have plenty of those. No requirements for making this neat thing. It's a PvP thing. Logs, ores, and regular logs. Put out some piles of bars and stuff. We would actually need to have bars and threads and things. These decorations need some vault shards and stone. And then clay bits for making stuff for that. Decoration. Okay. Go pick up some stuff. Back at the first base. Or, not really the first base. The larger base. Okay. We need some more vault shards, by the looks of things. Those are heavy. How many vault shards do we need? It's fine. More stone. Put some gems out. That could look nice. Some stone for some statues and stuff. Clay vessels. I think we need more like clay decorations. Animal hides. Some direwolf hides. Bring some clay, do some clay stuff with it. Does have no coarse fur of any sort. We take that over in storage, maybe? Got the dried peaches. Sweet vegetable. Clay vessels unfired. Here's some ores and stuff. Like a pile of gold and silver. That could be fun. Really display most things. A couple of rough cloth. Might still just need some more materials here, realistically. Sulfur, fleece. Just a few swamp thread. Definitely just need more than that. Animal hide. Yeah, we need coarse animal fur for that. Let's move some of these materials over here so we can build with it. This is the down below one. Oh, I'm sorry. Over here. Construction materials. Materials. Yeah, we definitely need some lighting in here. That's going to require coarse furs. You can definitely get those from like animals and stuff. See if that's just in one of the other boxes out here. Bring it for stuff. Here's one coarse fur. There's some packs we could open. Garo packs. Any of these other boxes have anything? Link them? Do we need to link them? We'll probably have just all the boxes in a row here. There's some coarse thread. Stuff in the floor. Coarse fur. There we go. It's all just out here. So that's good. Alright. So we can do for some lighting in here. Wall-mounted torches. Probably be a safe bet. Some interesting angles in there. What kind of snapping do we have? Just snapping to any wall, essentially. No, nothing crazy. High torches. Where are these bits it's trying to go to? Just the sides of the pillars here? No snapping. It's really having a hard time just being in the middle there. When in the middle is a weird valley for some reason. We can move it up and down. You like some middle post in the walls in order for the actual snapping to snap to. Beams, pillars, thin vertical beam, all the snapping you could hope for. Is it inside there? New materials. Build. Ing. Mode. I'm Oculus. Move around. Make this work. Thin vertical beam with snapping. Where you at? You're in here. You're in the wall. Totally in the wall. Over there. I think it's in there. We need the beams around the side of the beams for this. Potentially. Let's remove the beams if we need to. There's some mystery beams in the walls. That's fine. So not do anything. We see the beams. We got the smaller beams inside the beams in here, we can see. Would that help in any way with being able to put lighting in? Not really. Not really. Thick beams probably would, though. And those are very thick, though. Thick vertical beam. It's blocked. It's blocked by the small beams that are now inside of the walls. All of the walls. There's just beams in the walls now. What if we put a thin vertical beam? It's blocked by the current beam in the wall. Doesn't really connect to itself diagonally like that. Unstable, because you're in the ceiling. What are you doing? I'm sure everyone wants to be in the ceiling, right? Up in the sky right now. It's a little bit odd. Standing torch. Standing torch in there, which is actually inside of it. It's weird. I want a torch. It's kind of there. Enough light for this room? We put it in the middle of the room, maybe. Also depends where we're putting all the decorations and stuff, I guess. There's some light. We do standing torches up top here. Not really snapping anything. Some in the corner. Corn torches. This one is awfully close to this tree here. That's something to consider. It's probably fine. Lighting. And lighting. I mean, noticeable from miles around for all the fire. Okay. We're gonna be able to test how bright it is when there's actually darkness. Just preempted here. Light in the middle here. Okay. You went over here too. Not exactly at the same height. Again, depends what we actually put in here. We put this light on this side though. Take that. Build that. A little below ceiling connection. A little bit the ceiling connection. A little bit the ceiling connection. This is too low comparatively. Yeah. This one is about right. These ones are in the middle of the room, so we can put this one in the middle. In the middle of one of the wall bits. Connect to the other wall bits. Again, depends what we actually put in here in terms of decorations and stuff. That should at least be about it. In terms of where we want the lighting to be. Lit enough. Okay. Let me open these windows. Kind of does go through a lot of stuff, actually. You want in windows or out windows? That's another question. We have to spin them around or something? Open the windows from here? It just depends which way we open it. Okay. Let's open those windows from the outside. That's something. Okay. So we definitely have a structure here. Now with lights and roof and safety, now it needs decorations. That's kind of the whole idea here. Next time, goodbye.